Hey there, Wes Dove with Dove Development and Consulting. Wanted to give you a quick snapshot of what you can expect in the coming week from a daily dose of leadership. But before I do that, I want to touch on a couple different things that Cindy and I have got going on. So it's been some crazy stuff, and for those of you that know us well, know that we've both been, but she more so has been involved with her dad as he's had some health stuff going on and so on, but just some cool stuff going on right now. We last week, if you're seeing this message, be prepared in the next 7 to 10 days to get a full access to the private interview we were able to do with Dan Pink, one of the 2018 Live to Lead speakers that was featured with John Maxwell and Tyler Perry and Carly Fiorina and so on as part of last year's Live to Lead. He was in Harrisonburg for the Valley Business Keynote event, and we had the cool opportunity of being able to get about 15 minutes with him before he left to go back home to DC and just chat with him about his experience with the Live to Lead event in Atlanta and what he really feels the value is of somebody attending a Live to Lead event wherever they're at. Now, if you're going to do that in Harrisonburg on October 18th, you're going to have to soon get your ticket. Today, as I'm recording this message, it's July 29th, Monday. The super early bird registration closes on July 31st, but we've got somewhere in the ballpark of 200 available seats. We've got somewhere around 30 to 35 tickets left max. It may be as low as 25. I've got some numbers to crunch and really look into that. So if you're going to take advantage of it, if you're going to take the advice that you'll see from Daniel Pink in the next 7 days or so once we get that video edited of that interview, you might not want to wait till you see that video actually. So you might want to just go ahead and pull the trigger if you haven't done that already. So anyway, the next thing that's coming up, Cindy and I are super excited to launch our 5th installment of our quarterly emerging leader development course. That starts Thursday, August 1st. Now you may be thinking, hey, that's not far away. That's only 3 days off. That's okay, because each session's recorded, and the folks that are participants in that get access to not just the live sessions, but the recording and the slides and so on. And it's a certificate-based program that's not based on T-ball. Everybody gets a trophy. You get a certificate for taking action, and you don't report the action to me, although you copy me on it. You report the action to your business owner, your immediate supervisor or manager, on action steps you're going to take that adds tangible value to the role you're in. So not only is it developing you, it's adding value back to your organization. So if that's for you, I'd encourage you to check it out. There's still a few spots left in that. And even if you can't get on that first call or any of the individual calls live, we've got a system for that. We've built it so it maximizes your time. It takes advantage of the time that you've got and gives you top of the line world-class content that you can apply immediately. So wherever you're seeing this message, there should be a link with it to learn more about that course and see what's going on. The next one will be Tuesdays through late October into maybe early December. I don't remember that off the top of my head, but we'll have that scheduled soon as well. But we do it once a quarter, so it's a neat course. Finally, I've been studying for a session that Cindy and I are doing soon for a local organization, for a team building session, retreat and whatnot. John's book, The 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork. He wrote this book, I think in 2001, 2002, somewhere in there. One of the laws is called the law of, gosh, I don't even remember what it's called right now as I look, so I'll glance back at it and tell you. It's called the law of the edge. And the law of the edge, I know what it says, just didn't remember what it was the law of. It says that all things being equal, if you've got two organizations that are equally talented, equally staffed, equally equipped, and in the same area, if all things are equal, the one that has the best leadership in place is going to outperform every single time the team that lacks in leadership. And it doesn't matter about talent, it doesn't matter about technical skill, it doesn't matter about a bunch of things. If all things are being equal, and I would even argue to the point that even if all things aren't equal, the team with better leadership is going to stand a better chance at winning, because we can point to all kinds of sports teams. Quite honestly, as a Washington Nationals fan, I can point to the 2018 Washington Nationals and say, dear Lord, they had one of the best pitching staffs there could have been. They had one of the best lineups, top to bottom, for hitters that there could have been, and they didn't make the stinking playoffs. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And it comes down to, that's the law of the edge. That's how these things fit. That's how it matters. And when leadership is stellar, even a good team can do great things. But when leadership is poor, the top talented team might not make it to the bonus round, so to speak. So that's going to be the topic over the next several days. I'll hit on some of those things from the law of the edge and speak into how we can look at our organizations and make sure that we're taking advantage of that law of the edge and really looking at, if we've got good talent, how do we make sure that we're still competing at a top level. So look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day and God bless.